from the News 3 studios, this is Local Living.
Welcome to Local Living. I'm your host, Carlos Espinoza. Joining me today is Comfort Advisor with Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing, Sean Brown. Sean, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, great to be here.
So, Sean, summer is around the corner now, and do you have some tips for us?
Yeah, the biggest thing you can do, especially for keeping cool during these hot summer days, is making sure the AC is ready to fight the heat conditions. Making sure the outside unit's clean, making sure your filters are clean, just making sure that everything's good to go. The motors aren't pulling too much power, working too hard for summertime when we need it the most.
Absolutely. Now, we hear the term tune-up often. Is that what a tune-up would be in effect?
Yeah, tune-up's pretty much just we go through, check the system out, make sure there's no loose connections, burnt wires, make sure everything's clean and ready to go for summertime. The last thing we want to happen is you go to turn it on and we get that day where it's not working, and it turns into an emergency situation for a lot of people. So yeah, we go through, check everything out, hose out the outside unit, making sure it's all clean and ready to go for summertime.
Excellent. Yeah, that would be make for a bad day on one of those hot summer days when you realize the AC is not even working at all.
Definitely makes it interesting.
Yeah. Now, Sean, what about if a homeowner actually needs to replace their system? What's the process for that?
So there's a lot that goes into it. Some things are determined by the home. There's certain requirements that we have to take care of and meet by the homes: square footage, insulation ratings, age, size, all that fun stuff. And then other things the homeowners actually have control over. And so it's not as easy as just, hey, here's what you need, or here's what we can do. It really, there's a pretty big in-depth process that goes through figuring out what can actually be done to make the house kind of better than what you've got now.
Yeah. And Sean, just so people are aware of, when you go out and you do a tune-up, you take a look at the system, how often does it turn out to actually be something where you need to replace it?
Not too often. I mean, average lifespan of a system out here is about 12 to 15. So I mean, 12 to 15 years, it just kind of depends on the condition of the system. And then, if you've been keeping up on maintenance, you'll get a bit longer life out of them, the efficiency, the utility bills, all that fun stuff. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but I mean, once about every, say, 12 to 15 years, it's probably time to start over.
Okay, well, that's not bad. Certainly get your time out of that. 10, 15 years, that
Yeah.
seems like a good period of time. It sounds like it's also, this is where people really need to consider the tune-up, right? I mean, that's going to really kind of help the longevity.
Yep. It's just like us. If we eat healthy, if we can wash and clean the system out and keep it working in tip-top shape, it's less stress on the system. It's going to help it last longer. So hopefully get that, 15, maybe even 15 plus if you're staying up on the maintenance.
Yeah.
Versus, if we just kind of wait till it breaks, it can turn into a stressful situation for everybody.
Absolutely. Want to avoid that. Now, Sean, let's talk about prices. People may also, always be wondering, well, how do I get a quote? How do you guys go about that?
Yeah, and so that's where it comes into coming out and going actually not just through the system, but through the whole home. We want to make sure that the new system is going to be able to perform and match what the home needs, along with the ductwork, the insulation, the square footage. The last thing we want to do is put something that's too small and doesn't keep up on those 110, 115 degree days, or we put something in too big and we're just wasting power.
Yeah, so it's really about making that smart decision and really knowing what you need to invest in. So it sounds like you guys need to really get out there and take a look at the system.
Yeah, the best way to do it is just have somebody come out, take a look at it, go through everything, and then we can kind of let you know what all your options are that way.
Yeah. All right, excellent, terrific. Well, Sean, no doubt people are going to want to know more. Where can they find more information, get a hold of you guys?
So you can go online to sierracoolslv.com, or you can call the office at 702-380-7093.
All right, terrific. Well, warm days of summer ahead, but we have a way to stay cool. Just get a hold of you guys and you will be there to help.
Yep.
All right, terrific.
Sounds good.
Well, thanks for joining us, Sean. Thanks for sharing all that valuable information. Thank you all for joining us as always, and we will see you right here the next time on Local Living.